Go baby, what's good guys? Yoku here, and I've seen a lot of discourse about rerolling, and I don't think that discourse should be taken negatively. I know that the word discourse might have some negative connotations to it, but I promise I don't mean it that way. What I do want to talk about is shedding some light on whether or not rerolling is possible, whether or not rerolling is even worth it. Because truth be told, and now that we do have this confirmation, personally, I think that Hoyoverse is inflating the numbers so that we hit the pre-registration goal. I'm not complaining. I want my free pools. Give them to me. But now it comes into a time factor. If you are 100% free to play, and I mean 100%, you are not spending a dime on this game. No monthly pass, no battle pass. You are not spending a single dime. You have two options. Acquire an account, I'll say that, or re-roll until you get exactly what you're looking for. I'll eventually have a tier list or whatever that I talk about for like who's the best. But if you're free to play and you're looking for a certain character, you're looking for Bronya, you're looking for Himiko, you want Zila, right? Whatever. You keep re-rolling. You don't stop until you get what you want. The reason I say that is because the game, it's not that the game isn't free to play friendly, but the game's way of giving you gems or giving you jades, especially early on, without any of the promotional stuff from MiHoYo, is a drag. It is a huge drag to be able to try and get any of that stuff to make those pulls. If we didn't hit the pre-registration rewards, I would have told everyone, don't even think about re-rolling. Like, if you have the time, sure, but you have to take into consideration you're playing the game for, relatively speaking, 38 to 60 minutes before you actually get the opportunity to pull the character, right? And you're doing this because there's no skip button, there's no fast forward button, and there are a lot of times where when the game or the characters are talking during their animated cutscenes or whatever, you can't actually mash left click to skip through it. Like, they're gonna finish what they're saying no matter how slow it is, so you have to sit there. If you have the time to do that, sure, go for it. Reroll, and that applies to anybody, not just purely free to play. If you have the time, go for it. Now, there are some different things that you want to do before you reroll, or I guess while you're rerolling. We have a starter banner. The starter banner is like guaranteed. You get whatever after the 50 pulls, that's fine. What we don't know, but we do know, is that you can get the 5-star before the 50 and the banner doesn't go away, which means theoretically you could get another 5-star within that banner. Like, you're not locked to only getting one 5-star from the starter banner. The problem though is that, rather, maybe not the problem, I shouldn't use that word. I think the better way to do this would be if you pulled on the standard banner, like the actual standard banner, the one at the very bottom that has a 300 pity. You pull there until you get the 5-star. Then you get like, oh cool, I got Bronya, awesome. You got Bronya now, great. Now you can play the game. And then you start pulling on the starter banner, because that's another guaranteed, like another guaranteed 5-star within those 50 pulls. Now you can pretty much start the game with 2, which is something that a lot of people won't be able to do as coming into free to play, right? Now, of course, the people that spend money, they can start with however many they want to, because they're gonna just spend the money. But if you're free to play and you're whaling, or not whaling, my bad, if you're free to play and you're pull on the starter banner, and or not starter, the standard banner, and then once you find something you're looking for, pull on the starter banner. There's too many S's, dude. Oh my goodness. Now, moving away from the purely free to play players and going into a very general sense of what we're talking about. Still, personally, I don't recommend re-rolling in this game. I think it takes too long. However, I understand the importance of getting the character that you want. I am right there with you. I'm not free to play, but I'm right there with you. If I pull for a 5-star and I get Welt of all characters, I'm not saying Welt's bad. He's not. Welt's great. A+ tier in my opinion. I just don't want Welt as my first 5-star character. Like, the character that I build my team around originally, I do not want Welt. That's a me thing, right? If you have your own character you're looking for, keep pulling until you get that character within reason. For me, my max is 3. I know that's a very, very, very low number. I would rather invest those hours of time that I'm spending re-rolling an account to just play the account. Just fuck it, bro. Whatever account I got it, play it. And then I'm gonna spend money anyway, whether that be the battle pass or the monthly, or even just outright buying things with the currency, the premium currency. I might as well play on the account that I want to play on and then go from there. Eventually I'll get whatever 5 stars I'm looking for. And because I know that me personally, I want Zila, I'm going to pull on the limited banner anyway. So me re-rolling before pulling on Zila is just like, it's like a ticking time bomb, right? Like I'm slowing down the storm, if you will. I don't know analogies at this point right now. My juice isn't kicking in, okay? Point being is that it exists, but that's me. That's if you're gonna spend money, I wouldn't even recommend it. If you're not spending money, again, 100% free to play, re-roll to your heart's content until you get what you want. If you are spending money, monthly battle pass, the actual premium currency, whatever, give yourself a limit, because if you were to spend, hypothetically, let's say you spent all day re-rolling for your account and you got nothing, you wasted 24 hours because you gained nothing from it. You see what I'm saying? But within those 24 hours, theoretically speaking, because it takes about 6 hours or so without the pre-registration rewards to get enough gems, give or take, and tickets from the level up stuff to possibly get the starter banner. Within those 24 hours, somewhere around 6, right? If you would have just been playing the game, you could have got enough to get a guaranteed 5-star character. It might not be the one you want because you didn't re-roll, but you could have done it. And even that's a better way to go about it, right? That's a better way to do it. Re-roll till you get whatever you want from the starter banner. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. I'm just letting you guys know that because everyone's talking about re-rolling and if it's worth it or not. And while I agree, I also heavily disagree because I value my time more than I do spending money, because one of those I can get back and the other I can't. Anyway, if you want to hear more of my opinions on Honkai Star Rail and some hot takes, check out either of these videos to your right or left. I can't say my usual outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Smell you later.